Morning, YouTube. What's happening? Jason here, 606 Garage. Things are finally starting to happen. So what do we got here? What are we going to do Thanksgiving weekend? Now, first of all, I had to finish the engine hoist. No big deal. Gonna start taking the engine loose. I gotta roll the car back, get up on jack stands, take everything loose. I'm gonna drop the transmission out of it, get the engine loose and unhooked. Before we drop it out, I'm gonna start taking the suspension loose. We're gonna start installation of the new chromoly cross member from UPR. Now, don't mind these parts here. These are getting delivered to somebody. And got both my Lakewood struts are here. I've got everything for my transmission for a rebuild. You know, I've got the steel retainer, I guess you'd call this like a cluster thrust, bearing retainer, billet, pins. I got a lot of stuff in here. Pretty happy about it. That should make a solid 5-speed. This just come in today. These are supposed to be my gears, speedometer gears for the 373s, which I will not hook that cable up until we get that rear end built and put in the car, because it has 456s in it now. We have our Beehive springs from Alex Parts, billet retainers. Shim kits. We got new engine dowel pin set. We got a mini bottle of Crown Oil. Nah, that's a joke. This is now I got it all in. I'll show you. All right, got it out for you. So this is a spring height checker. You need to get exactly where they want it. All right. So I just need to look in here and see what these are set for. Now these are from Alex Plus Parts, Alex Parts, whatever. Right there, Alex's Parts. I'm sure somebody's gonna have something bad to say or negative. If it's that bad, he wouldn't be as busy as he is. Just to make sure I get these springs set up correctly. These are for E7 heads, drop-in replacements, or the GT40Ps. And this is why I'm thinking about going with the GT40P heads and just putting shorty headers on it. I was going to do the full-length Mac headers that I have, but I've got those shorty stainless steel headers over there. I think I'm just going to get those instead and put on this car. Show you all a quick thing I got here. This is a brand new block that I picked up. Guy had it for like 20 years. So it does have, you know, just well, I thought it was rust, but that's oil. There must be a little bit of rust under that. I'm gonna send this to a machine shop, have them clean it, check it out. It may have to be honed, but it's a brand new block from Ford. And like I said, I think the guy had it for 20 or 30 years. Never used it. And I also bought this 5.0 85 model roller engine off of him. And it actually looks fairly good. There's not much wear on it at all. So this sucker right here might end up in cherry bomb. And to be honest with you, this thing right here might get completely rebuilt, and it'll probably actually end up landing in the Capri. And that, you know, because the Capri's my driver. You see what I'm saying? That's my driver. So I want something reliable, so we'll probably just do a brand new standard bore 302. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and have the heads done. Like I said, I've got the springs and all that, but I'm gonna have my heads surfaced, checked. I may actually have them install the valve springs. That way they can leak check it and have the heads pretty much ready to go. have them surfaced a little bit, because we've got a lot invested in this thing. So, but that's the plan for right now. Now that'll probably change, but I'm thinking about putting this in the Capri. If it doesn't land in the Capri, it will land in that little coupe over there I want to paint orange. One of the two. But this is going to go in, I'm going to do a brutal freshen up on it, like he just did with his poop coupe. Hone it, put some rings in it. Now this motor isn't near as bad as the one that he freshened up, by no means. It don't have that much wear on it. So this should be a decent refresh here. But that's the plan right now. Hey guys, getting these GT40 heads cleaned up. I'm not going to do a lot to these. Lap the valves. This thing's been recently surfaced, I can tell. This is all I'm going to do. I'm just lightly taking this burr off here and right here, trying to shroud these two valves. That's really all the work I want to put into it. And that'll be, you won't even feel the difference, but pick up a little bit there. And I might clean up the exhaust ports just a little bit, but not much. And then I'm going to put my beehive springs in here, relap the valves, then put the beehive springs in there. And this thing's going to be ready to be installed. All right, we got the F-cam in here. Everything's Loctited, torqued down the way it's supposed to. I want to finish cleaning up the tops of the pistons. I cleaned a couple over here. This motor is 40 over. I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, it is what it is. I said I wasn't going to port these heads. I definitely did get started on it. Mostly the exhaust. I did work on the valve guides on the intake. I didn't take off a lot of metal on the intake. I just kind of gasket matched it a little bit and took the casting out, and just what little bowl work I did here to unshroud the valves. So I wasn't going to do nothing with them that you hate to leave free horsepower on the table. There's one head done. As far as porting, I'm going to go ahead and do the other one real quick. And then I'm going to maybe assemble them after I get done eating. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, so I started this venture yesterday. If you recall me going over it. Happy Thanksgiving, people. I'm going to probably send you a couple videos over the next couple days because there's just so much to do to cram in one video. Like you see, I just got one head pretty much done as far as the grind work. Now, I don't have a flow bench. I am not a professional. That is why I don't really take it past the casting. I do just remove a little bit of the sharp edges, radius a few things. I mean, common sense, will tell you that's going to improve it. But I don't start, really hogging those things out. I don't have the experience, the know-how, and I don't have a bunch of heads to destroy to learn. But anyway, I have watched a lot of videos, lots of videos, and looked at several cutaways to figure out where I can take some. But like I said, for the most part, I just take the casting off of it. I just need to put the valve seals on this, clean the valves up, lap them in, and put the springs on it, and I can go ahead and bolt this head on. And like I said, but I'm going to go ahead and grind the other one first, because if I make a mistake, neither one of these heads are going on here. For one, these heads have been decked, shaved, whatever you want to call it. I guess it ain't decked, but they have been milled. It's very easy to tell, and I'm going to tell you, they've been milled quite a bit because the casting numbers are gone off the bottom part. So they have been machined down quite a bit. which is good. We like compression. This thing's had valve guides put on the intake side. So these heads have actually been recently reworked. I noticed the seals look new and everything in it. But, you know, I took these to the car wash last night. I always do that. Go to the car wash. First, I'll soak them down with like Crown or Mean Green. Let them sit in the back of the truck. Then I'll run to the car wash. You know, tire degreaser, hose them down, and then just pressure wash them with soap and water. Call it done. And then I come in and grind them. Now, the cleanup is never fun on these because the metal shavings are just horrible. And, you know, anybody that's done this knows exactly what I'm talking about. So I'll probably go through a few cans of brake cleaner. For sure. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody, you know, enjoys their family. I hope you're able to be with your family. And I'll see you before the weekend's out. Peace.